Hey everyone, Tanner Bell here and welcome back to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna give you the 2021 Knockout Text Update video that I know so many of you all have been waiting for, and I'm super excited to share it in today's video. If you're brand new to the Maker's Gonna Learn channel, I do not want you to forget that you need to give us a thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload or a live stream, as well as check out our membership site linked down below. That's where you get access to all the fonts we're using today, thousands of cut files, a member-only community that is unmatched, and so much more. I cannot wait to see you inside of the community. But if you're super excited to see and make today's project, let's go ahead and take a look at the supplies needed. Supplies today is very minimum. You're gonna need a Cricut. You'll also need design space on a laptop or desktop. It is very important to do this process on a laptop or desktop, so remember that. Lastly, we've got a piece of wood, we have some Cricut transfer tape, and we have a piece of white vinyl. So material today is very slim, which is great for anyone that wants to use this and do this for all types of projects. It is very versatile, and I've seen this on a lot of glass decor, wood decor, a lot of great opportunity to make some great projects using the knockout method. So let's go ahead and take a look at Cricut Design Space. When we open Cricut Design Space, you can see that we already have part of our project already set up. So today I'm going to walk you through being able to set up your design and walk it through till completion. So you're going to have a start to finish project today, which is fantastic. Now this knockout method is primarily used when using a couple's name with their first and then their last name. So that's what we're going to do today because it seems to be the most popular, and I think this will help you a ton in designing projects. Now, if you're looking for something to sell, this is what I would consider something customized and personalized. So as you guys know, always charge a little bit more when thinking about doing something custom and personalized for your customer. Now today we're working with two fonts from Maker's Gonna Learn. And the Maker's Gonna Learn fonts today is Clearwater for our Nathan and Holly. And then for our Night, which is behind, we are using Gus. And there's a quick hack that we're going to use with the Gus font. But when you're looking at fonts, let's go ahead and zoom this in right here. I want you all to think about using a cursive and a very thick font for the background. The reason why is you still want to be able to read the background word, which is the last name for our example today, when you have Nathan and Holly on the top. So always think about a cursive, a thinner font, and then think about a thicker font for the back. And Maker's Gonna Learn has so many great fonts to choose from. There's literally hundreds that are exclusive to our community. So if you join today, you're good access to all of those. And let me share with you how awesome it is. So these are our cut files, so many categories, there's thousands, and then there's also so many fonts to choose from. So you can download these, you can browse. I think Ash Street would be a great one. There's a lot, American Story would be good. So there's so many you can mix and match if you're not looking to replicate this exact one. So jumping back over to Design Space, let me share with you how to build this start to finish. So right here, we're going to zoom in and you'll see that we have this space right here. I'm going to move this down just a hair. And now we're going to open a new text box. With our new text box, we are going to grab the Gus font. And see, it's already installed. So this is one of the Maker's Gonna Learn fonts. Once you install it on your device once, it's there forever. And now we're going to type in Night. And we'll be able to make it a little bit larger. And notice that there are lines in between here. We do not want that. We actually want to be able to not see that. So what we need to do is go ahead and click Weld. And once we've welded that, we can now contour the font. And all we need to do is come down here and select all of these inner pieces. Just like that. So now you see they're all gone, which is great. All right, so now we have our Gus font. We want to grab a second text box and we're going to use Clearwater's. So this is right here. We're going to select it and we're going to type out Nathan and Holly. Just like that. You can see we have that here. We're going to make it a little bit larger. And just like that, you'll see that you have your text good to go. Now you can ungroup this to letters, so they're all individual, and you can kern this a little bit more. So we can just kern this and move this around as we see fit. I love being able to manually go through and kern these letters. Okay, and once you're happy, you can select this and go ahead and select weld. All right, so now we've been able to group those together. And now what we're going to do is click offset, and we are going to create just a little bit smaller of an offset. It gives you a little preview. And right there looks good. So we're doing 0.139, and we're doing the curved corners, okay? So now we'll click apply. So there you can see we have our offset right there, which is going to be very helpful. Now we're going to save our top layer. So our top layer is going to go down here. This is our text. Now you want to hold on to it because it's good to go. Now we need to take the Nathan and Holly and bring it up right here. And you can size it down a little if needed, just so that each word can fit inside the night. So I wanted the end of Holly to fit right here at the edge of the T. So now that we have that there, we can move it around just a little bit more. And you want to make sure it's centered. And once you're good to go, you can select both layers, and you're going to want to select slice. And just like that, you can delete these layers out. And as you can see, now your Nathan and Holly will fit perfectly right here. Ta-da! Look at that. So we're just making sure this fits perfectly. And yay, it fits. Now what you can do is if there's any extra pieces that you think does not look perfect, you can go ahead and contour those out as well. You can select the slice result and go to contour and just pick a few out. Like I do not want that little piece, and I may not want that little piece or that little piece. And then when you click X, as you can see, it's a lot easier to go through and now have it all ready to go and cut. So I cleaned it up just a little bit more, and I even added a rectangle the same size as our wood, so we knew exactly where it would fit when we put it on our wood. Now what I like to do just for mocking up is adding that square over here under shapes and adding it so I know exactly what size the wood is, so I can kind of have a mock-up in Design Space ready to go. So now that it's good to go, we have everything attached here. And the reason I did not weld is for some reason the inside pieces of the A's were all getting welded together, which is a Cricut glitch. Traditionally, my friends, I would ask you guys to weld all of this together, and it would be a beautiful image. Today, we're just attaching, which will get us the same results as our text was already welded together, and so was our background text. So all of this will work out just fine using the attach feature, but no, typically I would like to weld it. So if I click weld here, you can see those inside pieces really go away right there when it's supposed to look like this. So now we just go back to ungroup, and you'll see it's still attached. So now that we're good to go, we can remove the background, and we can remove any of these extra layers I had to kind of share with you guys how to make it. So now we have our Nathan and Holly, and we'll be able to click make it. We're going to cut on the mat. So we're measuring the mat length. I'm cutting on a vinyl setting, and now we're going to fast forward the actual cutting process, as it's super simple to cut this out. All right, my friends, it's cut out. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut all the excess vinyl away. And now we're going to weed our project very easily. If you guys have not watched any of our videos on using the Cricut before, that was a great tip I just did. I went with gravity. That's very important. And now to weed, I always like to sometimes burnish the project down first, just to make sure the vinyl is laying down properly. And then I like to weed the outer edges first. So I just grab a corner and start peeling back. Look at this. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get the inner pieces. All right, so we've been able to weed this. I like to do another double check just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then I like to go ahead and cut a piece of transfer tape to size. This is a little bit longer than 12 inches, so I'm gonna have to cut a little special piece right here. And today we are using just regular Cricut transfer tape. Use whatever transfer tape you would prefer. And if you're applying this on a glass surface or anything like that, guys, be sure to clean that material or that glass with rubbing alcohol or something very similar to that, just to make sure that you get all the residue off, okay? So we're using wood today. Sometimes I actually do clean wood as well. That can be found in some of our other videos. But definitely check out our channel for more videos on weeding, you know, anything like that. We have probably a video for it here at the Makers Gonna Learn channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop us a comment and let us know what you would like to see here next. I'm always looking for new videos that we can create for you guys. All right, so we've been able to transfer that. Now let's grab our piece of wood. So we have that here and we're gonna just burnish the back. Just like this. Yay! And then we can go ahead and peel this back. All right, so now we can take this and apply it down on our wood. You wanna make sure it's lined up properly. And place it down, and then burnish again. And then you can peel this off. And look at how great the Cricut transfer tape works. Like, this is really great quality transfer tape. It helps me with all my projects. But I definitely use this and paper transfer tape about, I use this a little bit less than paper transfer tape just because of the cost, but still love it. And wow, look at how awesome this project turned out, my friends. This is such a great idea to do as a custom project. I just put this on a scrap piece of wood and it still looks awesome. They can put it up in their kitchen. I mean, this project costs less than $2 to create and you could easily sell this for anywhere from $12 to probably $15 very easily, maybe even more if you added some other things to it possibly and things like that. So this is super awesome. It was that easy, my friends, to be able to use the brand new knockout method of 2021. And the best part is, maybe this is your first knockout video. This process used to add like at least 4 or 5 additional steps. It was kind of crazy and how many other steps there were before the offset feature actually was released this year. So I love being able to do the knockout method now. It's a really easy thing to do. Utilize this for shirts. There's a lot of other things you could do with it. So definitely put your creativity to the test and you'll absolutely love making this project. If you love the fonts, want to learn more about our cut files and so much education on your Cricut machine, definitely check out the links down below for our membership site, Makers Gonna Learn. You can join the thousands of creatives and get ready to craft with us for so much fun. If you guys have any questions, be sure to let us know right down below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more DIY videos, and we'll see you back here in the next video. Bye now.